Hello, woo friends and family. This morning I went out to see that someone had pulled up my campaign signs out of my yard, but I put them back up, and then I decided to come in here and talk to you on YouTube and maybe even sing you a song. Wanted to say a couple of words about Amendment 1. I'm voting against it for a few reasons. One is this is not a time to add expense to our government. We don't need more bureaucracy, and we don't need to take away local control of local schools. We can have charter schools, and we can have more charter schools. They can be approved by local school boards, and they can continue to be. There's no problem with that. Everybody agrees charter schools are great. But there's a problem in handing control over to the state and letting the state overrule our locally elected officials. Democracy is a great thing. We don't want to screw it up. We don't want to give away that control to a politically appointed commission that will basically erase your voice in your community and force you to pay for it. They say, oh, we won't use local tax dollars, but they're going to use twice as many state tax dollars, which means that not only are you going to have to pay for schools that you don't want in your community, you'll have to pay for the schools all over. This amendment is particularly offensive because over the past 10 years, the state has cut the budgets to our public schools to the tune of about $5 billion. Everybody knows we're furloughing teachers, we're crowding in classrooms, we're shutting down schools. Some classes are going without textbooks. We're shortening the school year. This isn't a good way to cut back, but it's a particularly bad investment to add more expenses and basically take away the power from parents to control their own children's education. To say this in a better way, I decided to write a song. School days, we've got fewer school days, and funding for reading and arithmetic has been cut by the state almost down to the quick. Teachers are furloughed and classes cut short, and slashing the budget is more like a sport. These schools fail our kids, some continue to snort, but never stop to ask why. School days, and good old neighborhood schoolways, where parents and even their kids had a say in a traditional PTSA. And most of the students, they turned out okay when we did what's best for our kids. School days, we should restore our school days instead of some charter deal run by the state deciding the details of our children's fate. We should be having a healthy debate with our local school boards, 'cause we can decide what our taxes pay for. If we want more charter schools, we'll charter more, and we'll show these state meddlers the way to the door as we do what is best for our kids. Well, I hope you enjoyed that song. I hope you vote no to Amendment 1, and I hope you and I and everybody in Atlanta does a great job in supporting our local schools. Thank you very much. It's Molly Reed Woo, November 5th, 2012, Election Eve.